Okay, we are going to start with reviewing the solar system. So eyes on the chart. Like I said, this will be on the test when we get to our solar system test. It won't be on the quiz that we'll have next week, but it will be on the test when we have that. So this is the
Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune.
Very good. One more time.
Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune.
All right, very, very good. All right, let's begin reading on page 140. We don't have a lot to read today. So we're going to read, first of all, the terms you remember. First, we did the outer planets yesterday, and those were the ones that had a solid surface. Remember that? And it was the first ones, Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Those were the inner planets. So today we're going to do the outer planets. The planets farthest from the sun, made mostly of gases, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. So starting here, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Those are the outer planets, and they're made mostly of gases. The outer planets. The first 4 planets orbiting the sun have solid surfaces, but the next 4 are mostly made of gases. In fact, they are sometimes called the gas giants. Jupiter is the largest planet of our solar system. It is over 300 times bigger than Earth. Jupiter has many moons. There has been a large storm called the Great Red Spot on Jupiter for 300 years. Can you imagine a storm that's gone on for 300 years? You could fit 3 Earths inside the Great Red Spot. So inside that storm, 3 Earths would fit. That's how big Jupiter is. Jupiter is huge. All right, Saturn. Saturn is the largest planet with rings. If we were to get a close look at these rings, we would see that they are actually pieces of ice or rock orbiting Saturn. It is very cold and stormy on Saturn. All right, so you can see the rings around Saturn, okay? And they're made up of what? Mostly ice and rocks. All right, then there's Uranus. Uranus has rings as well, but it is the only planet tipped on its side. So if you look at it, you can very vaguely, you may not be able to see it, but you can probably see it in your book better. But you'd have to go back. Well, you can see it in that picture right there. All right? But in that picture, let's go back to page 134. Yes, 134. If you look at that picture of Uranus very faintly, you can see they have the rings going around this way.
Yeah.
Because it's tipped on its side. All right, you can see them better on page 140 though. Right? Neptune is the last planet of the solar system that we know about. Because of a special gas in its atmosphere, it looks blue. It takes about 165 Earth years for the planet Neptune to orbit the sun, longer than any other planet in our solar system. Why do you think it takes Neptune so long to orbit the sun? So why?
It's the farthest from the sun.
It's the farthest away.
Well, not
so
really.
it takes longer for it to go around. Okay? So, since Neptune is so far away from the sun, it has to stay in that same orbit path, so it takes it longer. So how long did it say? 165 years. So nobody, well, back in Bible days, there were some men that lived that long, right? Because we know there were some men that used to live really long, but today, nobody lives that long. Right? Each planet shows how powerful God is, yet each planet also shows us that God made Earth in a very special way. No other planet could possibly be our home. God designed the best kind of home for us. All right, so let's see if we can think of which planet it is. Blank is the only planet tipped on its side.
Uranus.
Uranus. Very good, Uranus. The largest planet with rings.
Saturn.
Saturn. the largest planet?
Jupiter.
Jupiter. And blank is the planet that takes the longest to orbit the sun?
Neptune.
Very good. All right, that's all for today.